Hello, beautiful viewers. How are you guys all doing today? I believe everybody is doing absolutely good. Okay, I still remain your one and only Emmanuel, a motivational speaker and a marriage and relationship counselor on Everyday with Sensor. Okay, today I'm not going to waste much of your time. I'm going to have a one-on-one answer and question review with you guys. I kind of understand that I have some questions on my Facebook page, which is also titled Everyday with Sensor. It is all about marriage and relationship questions. Some, fans threw me with so many questions out there, so I just want to use this channel to answer those questions right now. I've answered some on my page, and I'll have to review some here as well. Okay. One of the questions says, I'm 20 and I'm confused. What can I do to make my home happy? Okay. You got married. You got married at an early stage, at 20, probably. Early marriage is a very challenging one, especially those that live in the north, the Fulanis and the Hausas. The girls get married at early as 12, 13, 14, 15, and the guys 17, 18, 19, 20, without knowing what marriage is all about. Well, I just want to use a movie titled Dry that is produced by the award-winning Nollywood actress Stephanie Linus Okereke. The movie told us about a girl who got married at the age of 12. The man always forced her to have sexual intercourse with her. She never accepted the marriage, but she was forced by the parents to do so. So I will not go deep into the description of the movie, but if you are chance to watch it, please go and do watch it. The movie is titled Dry. So I just want to let you know that you can also make it while at that age. As you get married, you want to make your family a happy home. Now, there are some principles you should know about marriage, because you don't just enter into marriage without knowing the principles. If you are not matured enough to know and understand the ways of marriage, then you are going to mess up. You're going to enter into the wrong track. So I will advise you to learn how to cherish and adore your husband, learn how to pray with your husband, learn how to respect with your husband. Don't be a nagging wife. Always prepare his best meal for him. Surprise him with parcels and gifts. Pet him if you can. Then initiate a conversation with your man. Don't be a wife that doesn't know how to initiate a conversation. Always initiate one. Talk about his job. Talk about his welfare. Talk about things that will be beneficial to your home or to your children. Always advise him on things to do. If he's going on the wrong track, stop him. Tell him to do this way. Then he will understand how important you are to him. He will understand that you are already a blessing to him. He will understand that if he is actually going on the wrong track, you are there to, put him through on the better track. So marriage is all about understanding, love, and faith. Yes. So try as much as possible to see your husband as your second God. Try as much as possible to be submissive to him. Try as much as possible to love him. Try as much as possible to be a supportive wife. Support him in whatever that he's doing. Support in the affairs of the family. Don't necessarily wait for him to do all those things. If you have the money to pay for the house bill, pay it. If you have the money to pay for the children's fee, do it. He will never forget it. He will always have it in his mind that you are industrious, you are helpful, and you are the right woman for him. No matter how rich or poor he is, always make sure that you are a supportive wife. Always make sure that you love him. Always make sure that you understand him every time. Always make sure that when he needs sex, you are there to give it to him. No excuses. Don't use your job as an excuse. Don't use your business as an excuse. Because if a marriage is not engaged with sex, that marriage is not going to last. That marriage is not going to last. Because you can't tell a man to, you can't possibly tell a man not to have sex with you since he is married to you. If you're telling him that you are not interested in the sex, that means you are also telling him to go out there and look for a side chick to have sex with. Does it make sense? So I think I have answered your questions. You need to put in these principles into practice so that it will work for you. I think I've answered that question. The two question is early marriage good? Early marriage is good in one aspect or the other. The only reason I see early marriage to be good is that as you are giving birth to your children grow along with you. Some people will even see you and ask you, is this your kid or your sisters or your brothers? They wouldn't know. It will be difficult for them to know that they are your children. That is because you gave birth to them at an early stage. That is the joy of early marriage. That is the joy of early marriage. But early marriage is not good in an aspect. Because to me, you have not grown enough to understand what marriage is all about. You are not too matured and ripe for marriage at that age. If you are at the age of 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, you are not really ripe for that marriage because you don't really know what marriage is all about. You are still a secondary school student, or maybe you have entered into the university, you are still in the university. What will be in your head is your education, and which you need to pursue. Because if you don't pursue your education, it is like you are lacking so many things in your life, as long as you have the zeal to go to school. So, early marriage can stop you from having a good educational background. Early marriage can also put you into a nursing mother, thereby stopping you from your education as well. You might not be lucky enough to get the right man because you didn't wait for the right time. And you getting the wrong man can as well result to domestic violence at home, can as well result to divorce, can as well result to so many social vices, which is not good. So I don't advise you to be involved in early marriage. I would like you to be ripe and matured before setting your foot in marriage. Because marriage is a lifetime process. It's either you are in for it or you are out for it. So if you really want to be involved in the things of marriage, you should be prepared. You should be ripe and matured for it. So that when the challenges keep coming, you know how to adapt to it. You know how to fix yourself into it. Because if you are very young and tender, you can't manage to survive in it. You can't even see yourself. You can't even think of yourself being into such mess. If you married a husband that is a nagging type, if you married a husband that is always beating you, if you married a husband that is always making arguments with you, you might not survive it. You might fall sick always. You might have high blood pressure. It might even cause your death, my dear. There are so many risks attached to early marriage. If you go to the north, it is happening early marriage everywhere. The girls are getting married at the age of 12, 13, 14, 15. The guys at the age of 17, 18, 19, 20. For what? What happened to your education? What happened to the career you want to pursue? It will just die like that. Some people get married at that age. They get married at that age, and you see them being dumped at home. They become housewives. At that age, 19 years, you should be fruitful to yourself. You should be able to manage your resources and stand for yourself and know what you want in life. And they push you into marriage. You get married. They dump you at home. You become a housewife. You become a nursing mother. For what? For what? Even the guys, for what? Why should you get married at the age of 20? Are you getting married to frustrate your life at that age? When you haven't not even achieved some things in life? When you don't even have investment? So when giving birth to your children, how do you manage to cope? How do you manage to train them? How do you manage to pay the bills? How do you manage to do all those things that is associated with marriage? I don't accept early marriage. No, I don't accept it. You must be ripe. You must be mature. You must know what marriage is all about before you dive into it. I think I have answered this question. The third question is, I'm pregnant. What should I do? Abort or leave it? So many youths, especially the girls, they keep on asking this question. Now, you don't want to get pregnant, but you want to have sex. Probably you want it so sweet. You want the pressure so to be like a phone. You didn't remember to use protection. What should I call you? A baby? Since you know what sex is, I believe you are matured to know that you should use protection while having sex with your partner, since you are not married. You know, I keep on saying it that sex is always for the married ones. But the youth, I know that if I tell you not to have sex, I'm deceiving myself. Because sex must come. You must have sex. But if you must have it, why don't you use protection? Use protection because it will make you to be on the safer side. Now, you are pregnant. You need help. You don't know if you're going to abort or leave it. Don't abort that baby. Keep that baby. Because you don't know his future or her future. Now, abortion has so many implications, bad effect. Why making an abortion? Why having an abortion whereby the doctor happens to make a mistake, or you visited a quack, someone who is not a professional in that aspect? Your womb might be damaged, and that means you can't give birth to a child, a girl. That's it. So please, abortion is not an option when you are pregnant. Drinking some kind of chemicals or drugs to push out the baby is not an option when you're pregnant. I advise you to keep the baby. Deliver your baby safely. Whatever it might cost you, bear it. But make sure you deliver that baby, because you don't know what the future holds for the baby. Thank you so much. I still remain your one and only motivational speaker on Every Day with Sensor. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. Smash on that red subscribe button, like my video, share, and post to your friends and families, because people out there need to get informed. They need to be enlightened on marriage and relationship tips. So many young girls out there really need help. So please, I'd like you to share this video, post it to your various groups. Let it go viral, please. With this, so many people will get encouraged, get enlightened, and know more about marriage and relationship. And those that are always forcing their children to get married at an early stage, please desist from that. Don't push your child to get married because of money. At a very early stage, it is not too good. You don't know what he or that child is going to face in that marriage. Always allow your children, your girl children, to get mature, to get ready for marriage before they go into it. Thank you for watching. I love you guys.